Good afternoon. It is soggy. Here is a live look in Lynchburg with our Liberty University Skycam. You see the drops on the lens. We have a good downpour coming down through the Hill City right now, and this is going to continue over the next couple of hours as a strong cold front pushes through the area. There are those showers moving through Lynchburg around Smith Mountain Lake. Some steadier rain pushing through northern Henry County, northern Patrick County as well. Martinsville, for the moment, we are dry. Over the next 15 minutes or so, we'll start to see some light rain push in. The steadiest rain and heaviest rain, no doubt, still hanging out in West Virginia, and for the most part, that is where it stays. Things will lighten up considerably as the cold front makes its way across the mountains, as the rain moves their way across the mountains as well. You see there the heavier rain south of Cincy, well south of Cleveland now. Again, this is all as a result of the setup for our wintry mess coming in. At least it's going to set the stage for that as this system delivers some much colder air. It is very, very warm though. Look at that, 76 in South Boston now, 77 in Danville. You can see that divide in temperature though. 61 in Roanoke. We're already back to the upper 40s in Hot Springs as that colder air works its way back into the area again to set the stage for that potentially wintry mess tomorrow. Temperatures now in the low 60s in Roanoke. Look at the drop off again though back to Cincinnati as that's more of the core of this colder air coming in. We're in the 30s in Chicago, single digits towards International Falls, and all of this working its way into our area. By tomorrow morning, we will wake up to temperatures in the low to mid 30s. We're tracking the system here again. This rain all from that cold front. 3 o'clock this afternoon. Still have some scattered showers across the area. Still some steady rain on the western slopes. Even cold enough in the highest elevations to start seeing a little bit of changeover. We are going to dry out overnight. Here's 7 o'clock Saturday morning. We are mainly cloudy. Those clouds will thicken up very, very quickly, though, and make way for this mess. And here's what we're talking about when we say mess. Here's noon to 2 o'clock. This really starts to move in. Mainly rain, though, across Southside and the higher elevations in the New River Valley, starting out as a wintry mix. We'll see a few showers early on in the Roanoke Valley and then quickly transitioning to a light snow mix with some sleet, freezing rain. The wedge really starts to intensify as we get towards the second half of the afternoon. Here's 4:30. When I say the wedge intensifies, that colder air sinks down the spine of the Appalachians a little bit more aggressively, and we keep things snow mainly north of 460. That rain snow line looks to be pretty close to 460, at least the higher totals. You see we hang on to snow for a pretty good time, especially across the highlands. By later in the evening, a wintry mix to rain as some warmer air finally wins out. In terms of how much, up to an inch in Lynchburg, Roanoke, Blacksburg, and I think Lynchburg and in Blacksburg we're closer to that coating. Roanoke is going to be that battle zone area, so keep tuning in to later forecasts to see if anything wiggle room with this system. Right now, though, 1 to 3 from Botetourt, Craig County, through Rockbridge County, including Lexington. 3 to 6 inches will be possible for the Highlands. Covington points north into Hot Springs as well. We can get snowfall rates of up to an inch per hour. Don't think impacts, even though those higher totals are there, going to be that significant. The roads are very, very warm. It's going to take a lot of cold air to overcome that, a lot of heavy snow to do that. Again, be on the lookout for slick spots on roads and sidewalks, things of that nature. But again, for the most part, because the roads are so warm, slick spots just going to be in an isolated sense, even with those heavier snow totals. 42 on Saturday, back to the low 50s on Sunday. Whatever falls, not going to last long. Back to the 70s early next week, Patrick.
Thank you, Jonathan.